Hey everyone, welcome to my video. This is a deck tech for a deck that I love, and I've been playing for more than 5 years now. I call it Azami WizardStorm, as it plays kind of similarly to country field storm decks, but replacing cantrips with cheap wizards, and no storm cards. This deck plays a lot of very weak cards, but they all work together for some strong synergy-based combos. We play very few control cards, trying instead to rush the combo, but even though it's possible, we still rarely win before turn 5, so this is not a super competitive EDH deck. But let's get into the deck text so you can see for yourselves what this deck's about. You can find a link to the deck list in this video's description. The deck has two main engines to win. The first one is based on Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, and the second one is based on Intruder Alarm. Having both cards in play makes going off pretty easy, but you usually only need one. Both engines also take advantage of the big amount of cheap wizards in the deck. I'll begin by explaining the Nykthos one. With Nykthos and Azami on the battlefield, we want to play a lot of cheap wizards, and then with a big devotion count, we add mana with Nykthos, and keep playing wizards and drawing cards with Azami. We have a lot of ways to untap Nykthos, so we can keep adding mana. Reality Spasm, Turnabout, Snap, and Frantic Search are all instants that untap our lands. They usually only have one use, or two with Snapcaster Mage. While Captain of the Mists, Fate Stitcher, Oboro Briscaler, Minamo, and Deserted Temple are all permanents that can untap Nykthos multiple times. Oboro Briscaler is the best one here, as she can be used multiple times without help from other cards. Fate Stitcher is also part of the only infinite combo in the deck, which I'll mention later. You usually want to play it with haste from the graveyard, discarding it with some other card. If we run out of wizards to play while going off, we have some ways to untap them or just keep drawing cards. Azulito MTG and Mystic Archaeologist are ways to turn our Nykthos mana into extra cards, and Turnabout, Reality Spasm, Dramatic Reversal, and Intruder Alarm let us untap our wizards to keep drawing cards. Our two ways to win the game are Laboratory Maniac and drawing our whole library, and the combo I mentioned earlier. For this combo we need Nykthos with a devotion count of at least 6, a Fate Stitcher soulbound with Galvanic Alchemist, and Ambassador Laquatus. This lets us add infinite mana by untapping Nykthos with Fate Stitcher, adding mana with Nykthos, and then using that mana to untap Fate Stitcher with Galvanic Alchemist, and repeating the process until we have as much mana as we want. Then we use that mana to mill our opponents with Laquatus' ability. Then we just pass the turn and see them die. This combo is usually our backup plan if we somehow lost Laboratory Maniac earlier in the game. For our second engine, we want both Azami and Intruder Alarm in play. This means we get to draw a bunch of cards every time a creature enters the battlefield. Of course, this on its own doesn't really go infinite, and won't allow us to win on the spot unless we have a bunch of mana. So the other piece of the engine is ways to keep adding mana while we play wizards and draw cards. For that, we play cards like Sea Scryer, Deranged Assistant, Fairy Conclave, Paradise Mantle, Apheto Alchemist, and Fate Stitcher. Most of these cards need to be on the battlefield already when we start going off, as they need to not have Summoning Sickness. Apheto Alchemist also needs to be paired with another card if he wants to add mana. Seed of the Synod and Sky Diamond, or any of the other mana-adding creatures work here. Also, Sea Scryer and the Deranged Assistant only add colorless mana, so they won't allow us to go off on their own. Fate Stitcher is the strongest one here, as he can enter with haste from the graveyard, and he adds blue mana by untapping islands. This engine needs a lot of mana to work, so having High Tide helps a lot. Cost reduction effects like Battle, Sapphire Medallion, and Stony Brook Banneret are also really important here, and our land untappers, Reality Spasm, Turnabout, Snap, and Frantic Search will help us keep the combo going. That one also makes this combo a lot less likely to fizzle, giving us 2 Intruder Alarm triggers instead of 1 each time a wizard enters play. With this engine, we usually win with Laboratory Maniac, but if we can get Nykthos into play, or had it from before, then the Fate Stitcher, Galvanic Alchemist, Ambassador Laquatus combo can also work. There's a lot of small synergies in the deck. This will help you set up your combo, or help you while you are going off. Captain of the Mist with Paradise Mantle will let you add mana each time a human enters play under your control, effectively reducing their cost, and even letting you play some of them for free. With Navan in play, you get this trigger twice, letting you add mana when playing a 1 converted mana cost human. Dramatic Reversal can get a cost reduction, pay for itself, or even add mana when played with some of our mana generating cards. Or Untappers get a lot stronger when played alongside High Tide or cost reducing cards. The Battlefield Thaumaturge only works with Snap and Reality Spasm, but it can be a real lifesaver when trying to get some extra mana while going off. Fate's Teacher is a very important piece in both of the deck's combos, and you really want to play him from the graveyard with his Unearth ability, so he gets haste. Jace, Thought Courier, Benthic Biomancer, Hapless Researcher, Frantic Search, Foil, and Cephalid Coliseum are all ways to get him to the graveyard. Another important part of the deck are our protection cards. Here we play some instants like Thwart, Pact of Negation, Foil, Commandeer, and Misdirection to stop our opponents from stopping our combo. All these cards can be played without paying any mana, as we'll usually need all our mana when comboing off. But we also play some wizards that double as protection while we're trying to set up our combo. Martyr of Frost, Siren Storm Tamer, Curse Catcher, Void Mage Prodigy, and Patron Wizard can all counter enemy spells. Mistcaller stops a lot of cards that can win the game for our opponents. See, this is Faithful, Stern Proctor, and Harbinger of the Tides. Combos problematic cards. Tidebinder Mage stops green or red cards from killing us. And Teferi just stops our opponents from doing anything on our turn, allowing us to combo off without fear. Cycling cards can still stop us though. As a combo deck, we also play a lot of tutors to set up our combo. Dolaria West and Expedition Map usually find us Nykthos, or Nykthos on Tappers. Dolaria West can also find Pact of Negation. Trinket Mage still usually finds Expedition Map to set up our Nykthos tutor, but he can also find Sol Ring, Paradise Mantle, Seed of the Synod, and Wayfarer's Bubble, or one of our Artifact Wizards. Spellseeker, Merchant Scroll, and Mystical Tutor will usually find High Tide, or Untappers, or even Protection. Long-term plans usually find any combo piece we are missing. Same with Model the Mixture and Bedalk Another Mage, though what these two can find is a lot more limited. Other than the tutors, we play some wizards that help us set up our combos. Omen Speaker, Fairy Seer, and Sage's Row Savant all scribe when entering the battlefield. Sage of Epicure lets us look at and order the top 4 cards of our library when it comes into play. Darkrai Mystic draws us some cards when we want them, or mills the top cards of every library if we so choose. And Alchemist's Apprentice draws a card by sacrificing itself. We usually only do this if he's going to die already. And Cephalid Coliseum can also work as an emergency draw and discard. This leads us to some notable exclusions in the deck. There's a lot of really strong wizards with converted mana cost 3 or higher, but they are usually too costly for the deck that wants a high density of really cheap wizards, and adding too many of them will make our combos less consistent. The ones already in the deck are either tutors, combo pieces, or really high impact. The only ones I consider for the deck are Magus of the Future, Seal Tracer, and Inspire the Sprite, as they are strong combo pieces. I tried them all, and they all work well, but I think the combo pieces already in the deck are more efficient. Of the 2 converted mana cost ones, there's some I really like, but they are usually too slow or don't do enough. The morph ones are particularly bad for this deck, as we're trying to rush our combos, so we'll never play them for their morph cost. The ones I play in the deck are Rimwind, Taskmage, and Balduvian Conjurer, as they are really strong with our current combos, but I don't have the Snowlands to play them. And I'd also like to try the Cephalid Illusionist plus Chuko self-milk combo someday, but I don't know if it will be too enough to use 2 slots in the deck. Also, most strong non-wizard cards are not in the deck because we need a certain density of wizards, so the slots for those kind of cards are limited. There's also some cards I liked for the deck, but haven't bought them yet, because of their price usually. I already mentioned the snow-covered islands, I'd also like more fast mana, as these cards could make the combo faster and more consistent, and the stronger free counters. Candelabra of Taunos could also be really strong, but that price is a big no for me. And yeah, that's the deck. I really hope you enjoyed the deck, and maybe this will make you want to try it. I really love this kind of combo deck, and I'll probably keep playing it for a long time. It's really weak to board wipes though, so hopefully you will be able to combo before they start going off. If you like the video, maybe click the like button, and maybe subscribe or watch some of my other videos. I haven't had enough time to keep a consistent schedule, but I will try to keep making wizard videos. And maybe in the future make a deck for my other EDH deck, Narumiha High Tide. So yeah, have a nice day and see you next time!